If you don't celebrate your birthday, if you cringe when someone makes a big deal about it, if you'd rather let the day pass quietly, you're not boring. You're protecting something. I'm Rin, and today we're talking about the people who treat their birthday like just another Tuesday. No party, no posts, no cake, just silence. Let's figure out what that's really about. Here's what most people don't understand. When you avoid celebrating your birthday, it's not because you hate fun. It's because being celebrated feels uncomfortable, all eyes on you. Everyone's singing while you sit there, frozen, not knowing what to do with your hands. The forced smiles, the performance of gratitude, it feels like pressure, not joy. Because here's the thing, some people are energized by attention, they bloom under it. But for you, attention feels like exposure, like you're under a microscope and everyone's waiting for you to prove you're worth celebrating. And the worst part? You don't even know if you believe you are. So you skip it. You keep your head down. You let the day pass like any other. Not because you don't matter, but because mattering that much, even for one day, feels too vulnerable. Let's talk about expectations. Birthdays come with rules, unspoken ones. You're supposed to be happy, grateful, excited. You're supposed to have plans, friends, a reason to celebrate. And if you don't, if you're not in a place where you feel like celebrating, the day becomes a reminder of everything you don't have. So you treat it like a normal day. Because normal days don't come with expectations. Normal days don't ask you to perform joy you're not feeling. And here's the hidden variable. Sometimes avoiding your birthday isn't about humility. It's about avoiding disappointment. Mandikolmas? Because if you don't make a big deal out of it, no one else can let you down. If you don't expect anything, you can't be hurt when nothing happens. It's not that you don't want to be celebrated. It's that you've learned it's safer not to hope for it. Here's the part people don't talk about. A lot of people who don't celebrate their birthday have a history. Maybe when you were younger, no one showed up. Maybe the people who were supposed to care and didn't. Maybe your birthday was forgotten, overlooked, treated like an inconvenience. And you learned something from that. You learned that your existence isn't worth pausing for, that your day isn't special, that asking for attention is setting yourself up to be hurt. So now, as an adult, you don't ask. You don't tell people it's your birthday. You don't make plans. You definitely don't post about it. Because if you pretend it doesn't matter to you, then it won't hurt when it doesn't matter to anyone else. But here's the truth. It does matter. You just don't feel safe admitting it. Here's something deeper. Some people don't celebrate their birthday because they don't feel worthy of celebration. You look at the year that passed and think, what did I even accomplish? What's there to celebrate? Another year older, still stuck in the same place, still struggling with the same things, still not where you thought you'd be. And birthdays become this cruel annual reminder of everything you're not. Not successful enough, not happy enough, not enough. So you skip the celebration. Because how can you celebrate a life you're not proud of? But here's what you're missing. Birthdays aren't about achievement. They're about existence. You don't have to earn the right to be celebrated. You already did that by surviving another year, by getting through the hard days, the ones no one saw, the ones that nearly broke you. That alone is worth marking. Here's what I've noticed. People who don't celebrate their birthday publicly often celebrate it privately. Not with a party, not with a post, but with a quiet moment. A walk, a favorite meal, a day off. Something small that's just for you. And that's beautiful. Because maybe you don't need the noise. Maybe you don't need the validation. Maybe you just need to acknowledge quietly that you're still here. That's not apathy. That's self-awareness. You know what you need. And it's not a room full of people singing off-key. It's permission to exist without performance, to matter without proving it. Number 7. The world tells us birthdays should be loud, public, celebratory. But some of the most meaningful celebrations happen in silence. When you look in the mirror and think, I made it another year. That's enough. If you treat your birthday like a normal day, it doesn't mean you don't value yourself. It means you've learned to protect yourself from disappointment, expectation, or a world that didn't always show up for you. But you're allowed to matter, even quietly. So here's my question. What would it feel like to celebrate yourself, even if no one else did? If this spoke to you, stick around. Subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next video.